I'm 14, and I once discovered how easy it is to betray yourself. Not through some massive crime, not even through anger, not through desperation, through a glance. Just one glance at someone else's paper. And honestly, that frightened me. It was during a normal school test, just an ordinary test. I got stuck on a question, and my brain completely froze. You know that moment where you read the question 5 times, but you understand it less time you read it? Yeah. I reached the stage where the word analyze started to feel personal. So I tried every survival academic strategy. I tapped my pen thoughtfully, I adjusted my sitting position, and I even looked up to the ceiling as if wisdom was sitting there. Nothing happened. Then time slowed down. Not movie slow down, moral slow down. Because bad decisions rarely feel dramatic while they're happening. And most of the time, they feel very, very reasonable. There was no evil soundtrack playing from the background. Neither was there any mysterious voice saying, "Welcome to the dark side." It was just one quiet thought. It's one answer. No one will know. You've suffered enough. And this left me with moments after the test because I discovered something very, very uncomfortable. Human beings are very good at convincing themselves, especially when no one is watching. We all here like to think that we're good people, right? Yeah, me too. But that isn't always the case. But the main test of your character is in private. Who are you when visibility disappears? This question is important because character isn't built on public performances like this, but on private patterns, tiny choices. Do you tell the truth when lying makes life smooth for you? Do you return money mistakenly sent into your account, or you name it a mysterious blessing? Do you keep your word when no one reminds you? That is integrity. And the strange thing about integrity is that it rarely looks impressive. No one posts online, "I just resisted cheating today." Growth. That's because acts of integrity are small and quiet, almost invisible, but they shape you. The philosopher Aristotle once said, "Human beings are what we repeatedly do." I think he understood what many of us deem to forget at times. Human beings become their habits, not what they think, their habits. And I think that's important because moral failures rarely start dramatically. People imagine moral indiscretion as some huge scandal, but they often begin with little compromises. A lie you justify, a shortcut you excuse, a standard you quietly lower. And over time, these little compromises, they shape you. The philosopher Plato once told a story about the ring of Gates. It was about a ring who could make someone invisible. The question behind the story was simple. If nobody could see you at all, would you still do good? That question is ancient, but it painfully feels modern. Because today, invisibility doesn't need magic. Someone's invisibility may be their private browser tab, deleting messages and saying, "I never said it." We are brilliant at renaming behavior to upkeep our public validation and continue respecting ourselves. And social media has been able to create something very, very dangerous. The ability to look virtuous without actually being virtuous. You can post motivational quotes online and treat people terribly. You can speak publicly about kindness and privately humiliate people. You can mold an image so polished that you yourself will start to believe in. But that is reputation. And reputation and integrity aren't the same thing. Reputation is what people think you are. Integrity is who you are when no one manages the narrative, when the lights go dim. And this significance is vital because character isn't built on public performances, but what they do on the inside. So integrity isn't just built in one dramatic moment. Integrity is built on random Tuesdays or Sundays or Fridays. You build integrity when you admit you're wrong instead of defending nonsense confidently. You build integrity when you do the work, even when no one watches you. You build integrity when you refuse to embarrass someone in public just because the crowd finds it funny. And yes, integrity may cost you something. Immediate success, convenience, or even popularity. But without integrity, you lose something worse, yourself. So I always look back at that classroom always, that paper, that glance, not because it was the greatest moral crisis in history. No one was making documentaries about it, but it reminded me something very, very important. The person you become is shaped in moments that seem insignificant to you while they're happening. That's how character is formed. A glance, a decision, a happening, a grade. And whether we like it or not eventually, the person you have been becoming in the dark will become visible to the world to see. Thank you.